So, why do women love cold men? In society, we have this assumption that women like a guy who's emotionally open, who who is a good boy, who provides for his family. But when we look at the evidence, when we look at the women, when we look at the men that women make those become completely irrational, is with the men that are cold towards them. And there's a reason why that is, okay? And you guys can apply. Now, look, this is the thing, okay? Is that this only works when she likes you, okay? Like, this only works when a girl likes you. You don't go from her not liking you, being cold towards her, and then her liking you because of that. It doesn't work that way. There has to be some kind of bond between both of you guys for being cold to work. So if you're the ugliest motherfucker on the planet and you're cold towards a girl who doesn't find you attractive, it's not gonna work. But let's just say you're the ugliest motherfucker on the planet, and then you meet the ugliest girl, a girl, and then let's just say a girl finally likes you. Boom, you can apply this and it'll work on her. Does that make sense? So let's begin this. So look, um, not so men who spark this projection on women, because it is a projection, okay, is really a projection, and it is not a fact based on reality. It's really a trauma, an emotional trauma that is still in that woman, and it affects the way she sees the world. It's almost like drinking alcohol, and it changes the way you see reality. And this projection is sparked by coldness and lack of interest, right? The projection is sparked by coldness and lack of interest. Okay, so she could be seeing you, and if you don't act that cold, if you're not cold with her, if you don't show this interest, it's not gonna spark. It's not gonna turn it on. It's almost like people who have a gene of schizophrenia and then taking LSD and then turning on that gene accidentally, right? This is what turns that on, right? And the thing is that you have to have a blank screen in order to, because think about it, when you project something, what the screen has to be blank. It has to be blank. So you got to have that blank screen, and that blank screen in this is her not knowing whether or not you like her. It's her not being able to read your facial expression. So that means when you talk to this woman who likes you, you sort of learn to keep your nonverbals at a minimum, right? And then she's going to project upon you what she thinks. That's why a lot of celebrities don't smile, because when they're like this, people can then imagine what's really going on in their heads. But whenever they show any obvious emotion, you could easily see what's going on, and you don't think inside their heads. And the thing is that these types of guys, they don't need the woman. You see what I'm saying? These types of guys don't need the woman, or at least give the impression. They're self-absorbed, and these types of men are hard to submit, right? So, and to a woman, a man who's cold and uninterested appears like a free spirit, creative, and above all, assertive, right? And this makes the woman want to loosen up around him. This makes the woman act more feminine around her. And the reason why she is like this is because these types of women never had the attention they needed from their fathers. The father wanted the child to give them what they never got from the woman, right? And so this gives a woman an emptiness that's hard to fill, but they can't verbalize this emptiness, but they'll chase after it their whole lives, right? So they'll try to fix the relationship they didn't have with their parents. And the way that you remind them they didn't have a good relationship with their parents is with the coldness, because it reminds them of their parents. And so they'll sort of just unconsciously assume, like, not consciously obviously, but unconsciously, emotionally. When I say unconsciously, I mean that she may not know what she's doing, but her actions are literally recreating the relationship she had with her parents unconsciously, right? And she'll try to fix it. And unfortunately, what these types of women need is to let go of their fantasy and finding their own anima, their own masculine spirit. And in order to let go of that fantasy, these types of women actually fall for narcissistic men. And they're just not in touch with their masculine side. But you could create that by being the epitome of masculinity, but just being cold around her. I mean, seriously, like, just lower your nonverbals, like I always talk about. Move slower. Don't show too much expression. Be polite with her. Send her mixed signals, and you will spark that projection. Not in all women, right? Obviously, you can't do this on everybody. You got to really observe people, but it works on a good portion of women. It's fucked up, but it is what it is. All right. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Okay, so if you consider yourself a nice guy, if you're the type of person that always gets played by women, is considered like a mama's boy, or you like assertiveness, or you've been bullied when you were a little kid, and so you develop some nice guy's tendencies, then I would highly recommend you check out my new course, Nice Guy. It's specifically made for just nice people in general. I'm a nice guy. I was a nice guy. I was a Bible teacher, for God's sake. I was a Bible teacher. It doesn't get any more nicer than that, okay? So in this course, I will teach you about the art of assertiveness. And if you just learn to become more assertive in a healthy and non-toxic way, what will happen is that men will respect you and women will bang you for the most part, okay? As long as women respect you and see you as a man, that's all that matters. So this course is more about how to embrace your masculine side. If a guy watches this, he'll embrace his masculine side. If a woman watches this, they'll embrace their feminine. This is a course specifically made to bring out your assertive self in a healthy way. So you're going to learn about the source of human aggression. You're gonna learn about how to assert yourself in terms of in a work situation, what to do if somebody disrespects you, how to know if somebody is disrespecting you or not. Because when you're a nice person, you assume that everybody has good intentions. So you can check out all of this. It's a pretty big course, but the size of the course, it doesn't matter. You can check out all of this for just $99. And if you don't like it, just ask for your money back, and I'll send you your money back. No questions asked. Not one time in my career have I ever rejected somebody's refund. So if you don't like it, it's a money back guarantee. This is the equivalent of buying a sneaker. Okay, it's a really good investment. So I'll see you guys inside. It's a 30-day money back guarantee, and you will not regret it, because after this course, you will learn how to become more assertive, and women will stop playing you. It's plain and simple, and that's all that matters. I'll see you guys inside.